Eskamani, recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Like so many members in this chamber, I'm a proud graduate of one of our public universities, and don't know where I would be, honestly, without UCF. UCF is my home away from home. My dad went to UCF back in 1994. Anytime I'm back on campus, it just is so nostalgic for me, and it's really where I grew up, not just as an academic, but also as a leader. I was a forever student. I only just finished my PhD in 2024. And so when bills come before us of higher education, I always want to make sure I'm on top of it because to the bill sponsor's point, Florida is a top-ranked state when it comes to higher education. So my first question is, why disrupt that? Why change that when it's already working? You know, we would change if it was broken, but why change if it's already working? I also, of course, empathize with the points made by Rip Kendall on military families. Look, if we wanted to have some sort of preference for military families, which we do in state statute, we want to create more, let's have that debate. But that's not the intention of this bill. The intention of the bill is to change the admissions process, to standardize it across the state in a way that is going to have a fiscal and academic impact. I want to make sure I got these numbers right, so if it is wrong, please correct me. But I think the bill sponsor said 2% of $17 billion. Was that an accurate? Okay. I mean, that's still a lot of money, right? It's still a lot of money that's impacted when it comes to our state university systems. And unless the legislature is going to make up the difference, I think we have to have a serious conversation about how our higher ed institutions diversify their revenue from a combination of in-state and out-of-state tuition that creates the beautiful melting pot of ideas and debate and competition that we all strive for. You know, this legislative body has talked a lot about merit and removing what they see as special preferences. I would argue this is a special preference that is being sought out. And at the end of the day, we want our students to be just as competitive as anyone else. But if you are concerned about slots, there's two other ideas I propose. One is better fund public education. So all of our kids are just as competitive as the kids in Massachusetts and New York and other states that fully fund their education and have competitive salaries for educators. But also fund our higher ed institutions so they have more slots. I don't know why we're acting as if it's an environment of scarcity. There isn't more room for more students. We absolutely have the capacity to expand opportunity in our universities versus act like it's not available for every kid that aspires towards higher education. I'm also very concerned about the immigration changes in this bill and have met some wonderful and amazing students that are dreamers, that are thriving in higher education environments because they're still allowed to enroll, and I would be remiss if I didn't lift up those students who feel really targeted right now just because of their origin stories. So for those issues and more, members, I really do encourage a reconsideration before this bill in the past and a down vote today. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.